Hello and welcome back to episode 28 of the Lockdown Challenge on Championship Manager 97-1998. And I'm going to try and race through this episode a little bit, or at least this part of it. I'm going to have to probably record it in two again because I have got a very small window to record it in. And luckily there's not too much to catch up on. First of all, if you are new around the channel, new here, please do drop a sub down below to keep up to date with all the releases as they come. I am toying with increasing the schedule, so if you're at this point, it's probably already happened. If you're not, then well, if I haven't, then it will just be a business as usual. Drop a like down below as well, all that good stuff. So last episode, obviously, I literally recorded the last of it yesterday. We had that remarkable qualifying campaign. Heartbreaking, really, in the end, because we fell short of the Czech Republic by 1 point, which really was down to that Azerbaijan poor performance, which is going to define my tenure as Northern Ireland manager, unfortunately. But we're back today. We've got the double header with the World Cup qualifier playoffs. We drew Switzerland, if I recall. So we'll have a quick look at, see what they did, see who some of their players might be, that sort of thing. In terms of Salamanca, we've got some Salamanca stuff as well today to look at, but not a huge amount. We've got a few players wanted here, as you can see. Conway's wanted, but I mean, he hasn't got the big club anymore, so I think we're okay. There's some clubs in there. I think we'll be okay. We've got Nathan White. I think he's just generally wanted. He's not got a big club clause either. The two that have, Mariuson, he's wanted by Betis. I've tried offering him a contract now. He will take it, and he does want the clause removed, which is not something I've been able to do before. So we've got that contract underway there, as you can see. Hopefully he'll accept that. Same with the postman. He's got the big club release clause. He's in England team now. Everton come in for him, and I said no. And Everton must not be classed as a big club. I mean, duh. They've been relegated and promoted. I think in this, I think they've been promoted. They've definitely been relegated to the Division 1. But now Milan and Parma are sniffing around. So I was like, you know what, we've got to try and offer that contract in there as well. He doesn't want the clause, but with the pair of them, they want to move to bigger clubs. That might be something that makes them not want to sign it. No one's after the cheat code. George Weir, regen. He's absolutely banging the goals. His goals have dried up a little bit. He's kind of putting a bit of a gap now between his goals and his appearances, whereas quite often they're almost level. I mean, his form in Europe is unbelievable. But if you look here, he's got 56 goals and 60 in total. I mean, if we were to continue this save, which I might actually try and make a duplicate of the file and carry it on, I just want to see if I can get him. I mean, he's 24 already, so maybe not. If he'd started off as an 18, 19-year-old regen, maybe try and get him to like 1,000 goals or something. But I don't think those numbers really compute to that anyway. But certainly not as a 24-year-old. In terms of fixtures, I've gone out the screen. We've only had a couple since that episode. I think we finished with Vallecano, or certainly I did anyway. Whether it was on cam or not, I don't know. I can't remember. I'm still more overtaken by that Northern Ireland stuff. So we played Real Sociedad 3 times. We played them. I think we played the cup game in between the last games in the last episode. Their goalkeeper got man of the match. Played him in this game. He got man of the match. And in the league game, he got an 8 as well. Not man of the match, but he got an 8. He's absolutely ridiculous. I've got him on the shortlist because he's not a regen. He's in the game, and I want to add him to my goalkeeper shortlist because he's 92k on a tribunal from, I think that's Odense Bowl Club in Denmark. Can't click on him to find out, but I think that's who it is. So looks like a decent sign. He's got some good stats. If you have a quick look at them, you can pause it there if you want to have a quick look. He looks his passing's a little bit shoddy and his technique's a little bit shoddy, but other than that, he looks decent. But yeah, we lost 1-0. I thought we were actually out of the cup in the last episode. I think I mentioned it in the update. It was actually 2-legged, but it didn't mean anything. We still went out in the second leg 1-0. I don't really care. I don't think the cup matters this season. And it's not going to play too much into our reputation. The UEFA Cup has more of a chance of doing that. We then drew 0-0 with them in the league. This was a bit more annoying. We had our own goalkeeper back in goal. He put in a better performance. We couldn't score, but fortunately this guy couldn't score for them either. He likes to score against us. He likes to score in general, old Danny boy. But we managed to keep a 0-0 draw, yeah. So the pipes weren't calling for Danny boy there. Danny. I mean, a lot of Dans in his name. If I remember, I'm going to chuck in the Alan Partridge clip. You know the one I'm talking about. It'll be there on the edit if I remember.
Dan! 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 Dan!
And then we finished that with, in fact, that would be a good title for the episode, won't it? Dan. Unless something big, obvious happens in the qualifiers, which it could and should hopefully happen. So we then played Bromby. We got a 1-0 win. We had a goal disallowed as well. George Weir had one chalked off. Would have helped his numbers a little bit more and probably his rating. He probably would have got a 10 rather than a 9. But we're struggling getting a partner alongside him at the moment. The goals aren't there for us currently. Barcesian's gone a bit dry. Romario's gone a bit dry. Papan's not quite there. I might have to give the Ian Wright regen or the Shevchenko regen a bit of a try because something isn't quite right there. But they have got Torandre Flo in their team. I don't know where he's come from. He's straight from Chelsea, not really scoring, playing quite well for them, but yeah. And Stig Johansson from Southampton, of course. He's had a couple of good seasons with them, but I mean, it is the Norwegian league, let's be honest. He's got 1 goal in Europe and 3 for Torandre Flo. So hopefully in the home leg we don't have what we've had in Europe all season and have that kind of sort of drop off in a second leg. Hopefully we've had the drop off in the first leg this year. Only got this game, only got the 1-0, and hopefully we go and batter them at home in the second leg. That hasn't been true to form, but hopefully we managed to do that. We've got them in a couple of games actually. I don't know how that sits with. That might sit with this episode actually, depending on how the fixtures go. Annoyingly, we have got a game on the same day as Northern Ireland, so I might have to pause the recording because I don't know what's going to play first, Northern Ireland or the league game. I assume the internationals will take precedent. In actual fact, what we're going to do, we're going to drop Barcesian out for that game now. I am going to play Shevchenko, and I'm probably going to stick Righty on the bench. We'll give that a try, see how that goes off in that game. It might change before the game kicks off. I might change my mind. I don't know. Oh, we've got Muniz back in there for May as well. Again, a few changes that might happen. We'll just pop a quick save on just because I've changed a few things. And the game has crashed on me a few times. It did yesterday anyway. It crashed, I think, twice, which it hadn't done for a little while, but I think it was more my computer was lagging a little bit, struggling. I mean, it was any more noisy, it's probably going to take off and fly out the window, but I do need a new computer. I'm using it for work, I'm using it for this stuff, I'm using it for other business stuff on my own accord as well. So it's practically on from about 6 o'clock in the morning till about midnight some days. So it's getting a bit abused, and that's like 5 days a week in the week, and the weekend not so much. But yeah, I need a new computer, so hopefully I'll be able to get that in the new year, or this year if it comes out. This video comes out after the new year, which it probably will. Okay, so literally as I was about to press continue, I saw a delivery driver walking up the path, so I had to quickly pause. And I can't remember if I showed Switzerland's progress or not. Let's go back and have a look. I don't think I did. Let's have a look and see what their progress was. If I have, I'll edit out and it will disappear. So I won't repeat it. We're in the World Cup. We don't want to go in the World Cup. We want to go in the qualifiers. Group tables. Where's Switzerland? Okay, so Iceland. Okay, so they've qualified. So there are a couple of best place. So we're a point off best place as well. How annoying is that? So Switzerland came second in the Portugal group, which, I mean, that's not too bad. What, they get 13 points. So we did a lot more points-wise in a similar size group, I think. Similar size group, we did a lot more point damage, but then you could say maybe their weaker opponents are a little bit better as well. There's a lot more points spread generally, I'd say. Let's have a look at their team. Who they got? So we know about Zubabula in goal, Grasshoppers. I mean, I say we know about him. I vaguely remember him. I think he was at World Cup 94. We've got that Bernd Haas. Yeah, I don't know why I know his name. I just do. Raphael Wiki, similar. I think I remember him from one of the older games of this. Is that 2 Raphael Wikis? Yeah, it is. I remember one of them. I think it's the second one actually. I don't know. Who knows? They've got Ramon Vega, obviously from Tottenham. Stefan Hansho would go on to play for Liverpool. Started at Blackburn in England anyway. Yakin, I think I remember him going on to play for Basel. Perhaps wasn't there 2 Yakin brothers? I seem to remember. It might not be him. Could be their dad. I don't know. Orel, yeah. Vogel. I think he played in. Did he come to a bigger club in Europe somewhere in Italy? I want to say, I might be wrong. Sforza played for Inter Milan, I think. Maybe after this at some point, or after Kaiserslautern anyway. I'm pretty sure he was at Inter in one of the previous iterations of the game, the old Italy one in 96-97, so I don't know why it's not showing in his history. I'm pretty sure he was. Oliver Neuville would actually play for Germany in real life around sort of 2002 time. 2002 World Cup, I think he was one of their main players. Stefan Champuisat obviously scored the penalty against England in Euro 96 in the opening game. But yeah, that's who we're coming up against, so let's have a look. So, okay, we are first. That's good. So we don't have to pause the recording again. We have got Alan Fettis out. He's out for a month. Just before the game, I can't remember if I mentioned this just before. I have no idea where I stopped. That delivery completely threw me. Just before the game, a few days before, he got injured. Couldn't recall it. Replacement. I've only got 2 goalkeepers. Fantastic. Same with Danny Shipp. Absolutely screwed us over. And Gerald McMahon suspended for hopefully just the one game. So we've got Robinson in today, but we'll have him back for the second leg. Hopefully in a position to do something for us if we need something in that second leg. But let's just kick off here. Just noticed we're playing in the Wankdorf. Okay, trying to figure some puns, but I'm just so stressed out with this game that the tension that I can't think of any Wankdorf puns. Hopefully we can get something to take back. Where is it? They play there. Oh, we got a goal. Fantastic. So that's an away goal we can take back. I was just literally trying to say in the second leg, where do we play at home? I can't even remember where Northern Ireland play. I want to say Griffin Park, but that's Brentford's old stadium, and I think that's just when they were playing friendlies and stuff to get a bit more money or have players not have to travel to Northern Ireland, but they've equalised. Of course they have. I can't remember where we play at home. I'll have a look in the fixture list in a minute and see what our home stadium is. I've just gone complete blank. I'd take a 1-1. I'd take a 1-1 as we go 2-1 down. Do you know what? I'd take a 2-1. We've got the away goal. It gives us something to, help us in that second leg at home. Obviously if they score a couple or 1 or 2, it wipes it out. But if we don't and we manage to score 1-0, win 1-0, that will be absolutely enough for us. I don't think there's extra time after. Griffin hacks it away. I don't think there's extra time after with a draw. I think it goes straight to away goals. Come on, can we grab a 2-2? Oh, come on, please say we can grab a 2-2. Why is McVeigh taking corners? Have I got him on corners? Is he set? Oh, I think I did. I think his set pieces were quite good. I think he's one of our better set piece takers. Yeah, he is. Who's playing badly? Paul McVeigh is actually playing quite badly. We're going to change corners and free kicks to Keith Gillespie. Is he? Yeah, he's one of the better captains as well. Have we got anyone better set pieces? No, we'll stick with Gillespie. Oh, we go straight to a Switzerland corner. Of course they score it. Oh, we need some kind of throwback to that Turkey game. Just, do you know what? 3-2 I would have taken. 3-2. I would have taken that and gone, yeah, we've got a chance. Can we get it? Yes! Is that Jim Quinn off the bench? I think it is. Is it Jim Quinn? I think it's Jim Quinn. The Jimmer. Obviously Mick Quinn is the Micker. This is the Jimmer. Oh, last minute, come on. Oh, Zuba Barla tips it over. Gillespie. And another defensive free. 3-2. That's not terrible. And obviously we jump now into the Salamanca game. We're not going to have this as part of the episode, so I'm going to pause the recording here, try and play through to the 15th, about a fortnight from now, and come back for that second Northern Ireland game. We're probably just going to do either the 2 games, or if that UEFA Cup is in sync with it, I'll chuck that in the recording as well. But back shortly. Okay, here we are. We're back. We've reached the second leg, so let's just get straight into it. Just realised I haven't gone through what happened in between. There's a little bit of news. Some of it good, some of it bad. In fact, some of it will probably come to light a little bit after we press continue the game. So let's just get into it and we'll see. Squad-wise, I think we're okay. We've done what we can. Ship's still injured. Fettis is still injured. Quinn picked up an injury in between a few days. He won't be back for this game, unfortunately, so we're going to be without him. So we just promote Phil Gray from Luton onto the bench. He's got good assists, not a lot of goals this season, but he has been fairly prolific in his career. He's 33 now, so he's not great. He's not got a lot of goals for Northern Ireland. But then Fitzgerald didn't have a lot of goals for Northern Ireland until we came along, and now he's got 14 in this campaign. So, things can change. Maybe he is good enough, and if I reward him with a chance, he might hopefully repay me. But we need at least to win 1-0. A 1-0 result here would be not perfect, because 6-0 would be perfect, something like that. But 1-0 sees us through on the away goals and would be... And it's Fitzgerald, it's that man, we're talking about him. Normally he misses or something goes wrong when we're talking about it, but don't score. We just need that clean sheet. We need to keep the away goals, clean. The clean sheet clean as long as we possibly can, just to stop the away goals possibly becoming a factor against us rather than for us. And we don't want to win 3-2 and have to go to extra time and go to that lottery and potentially penalties. We just want to see this out nice and calmly at Windsor Park. I mentioned in the last game, I couldn't remember where the home ground was. Windsor Park. I don't think it is anymore, as that makes it 1-1, and that now puts us out just on aggregate. But another goal from us would obviously... Go on. Oh, Zuba. We get the rebound, get in. We're getting to that stage, though, where if they keep coming back at us, the away goals that we got in their ground are going to be wiped out. Because if they get another, that's the away goals done. McVeigh. Yes, get in. I think that was Robinson. Or McVeigh took the free kick. McMahon. I saw a Mc, and I was like, it can't be McVeigh. I forgot McMahon was back. I thought it was Robinson. It's not. It's McMahon. He's back in the team, isn't he? Following his suspension. So he's nicely rested. Oh, 4-1. It looks like, a bit like our club form with you in the UEFA Cup. We're a different team in different legs. Oh, they brought one back. That makes it tense. I was just about to get carried away and say, oh, we're on a good run here and bloody blah. But Switzerland have, like their cheese, have found the holes in our defence. But can we hold on? We've got half an hour or so. Can we grab another? I feel like we need another. McVeigh. Oh, Zuba Buda. Despite the fact he's letting 4 goals, he's still probably been their best player. 20 minutes to go. Yes! Get in! 5-2. What does that do? It's 2 goals in front now. Come on. I want to... Part of me wants to bring on that Phil Gray and see if he can do something, but it's not really the game for experimenting. Oh my God, it's 5-3. The away goals is definitely out of the thing now. So if they get another one in the last 15 minutes, we're out on away goals. Come on, hold on. 10 minutes. They've gone attacking. Can we hold on? No. He hits the post and goes wide. McVeigh could have sealed it. I think we've done it. 7-6 on aggregate. What a performance. Unbelievable. Let's have a look how the other playoffs went and see what we're potentially facing in the World Cup. I think some of these are all friendlies, so that doesn't matter too much. But let me just get my phone. Actually, I can hear it going off. It's going mental. It's nothing important. There is a lot of important stuff happening today, but that's not part of it, fortunately. We've got the Salamanca stuff to catch up on, haven't we? We've got to look at the how the other second legs or how the other playoffs went. It'd be good to see how they're getting on, who's gone through, who's not. Right, so Hungary, what a shame. They were topping that group so clearly for a while, and then Italy was struggling in that. Was it England and Belgium group? I think they eked through 1-0 in the away leg. Couldn't do anything at home. Oh, look, 85 minutes. Their goalkeeper went off. When did the goal score? 85 from the penalty. Oh my God, from the penalty. Christian Vieri, still Atletico Madrid. I think we've mentioned it already, but they are our opponents in the UEFA Cup quarterfinals, I think. But we don't play till March. We've got a way to go, so we might come back for that. That might be the next breaking point for an episode. It's going to be a while before I can record. If I can whiz through, I might be able to record tomorrow, but my daughter's school's about to wind up, and there's a lot of stuff going on, so I'm probably not going to be able to record probably till she's back at school after Christmas. I might be able to squeeze the odd little bit here and in, but luckily I've got enough episodes to take me through. Northern Ireland 7. I mean, that was clearly the biggest scoring game of the lot. Croatia against Slovakia 4-0 on aggregate, and away goals Sweden go through in that one. So fascinating. So it's Sweden, Northern Ireland, Croatia, and Italy. Okay, we qualify for the next stage. Get in. Qualify for the World Cup. Spain are seeded first. France are seeded second. Of course, we've been seeded fourth. We haven't been to one since, I don't know, is it the 70s when George Best was there? Did they even get there then? I don't think they did. Japan, Mexico, Northern Ireland, and Sweden. So Sweden were one of the playoffs, so that's not bad. Japan and Mexico. Do you know what? That's not a bad group. That's not a bad group at all. I'm not bothered about looking at the rest. Do you know what? I'll have a quick whiz through the rest of the groups because we've got a little bit of time. So look at the group table. So Chile, Nigeria, Portugal, South Korea. Again, that's not too bad. There's a few. Nigeria obviously were quite good actually back then, and Chile obviously had Salas and Zamorano probably still. Salas doesn't seem. What's his name? I just said the other one, the one that played for Inter Milan. Zamorano doesn't seem to be in the team. He might have retired. Japan, Mexico. That's last Group B. Group C is Croatia, Denmark, Germany, Uruguay. It's a very European centric there. We've got Belgium, Colombia, Spain, and the USA. And we've got Argentina, China, okay, Norway and Trinidad and Tobago, about 7 years earlier than they would do in real life, 10 years earlier than they would do in real life, something like that. Brazil, Egypt, Ghana, and Iceland. Obviously, we've got an interest in the Iceland team. Czechs, Holland, Saudi Arabia, and South Africa. The SA's there. Australia, France, Italy, and Zambia. Zambia, okay. Who have they got? Anyone we know? Doesn't look like I know anyone there. So that's that. Let's have a little bit of a brief catch up on Salamanca. There's not a huge amount to talk about. The big one here is the mailman. Parma have come in. They've bid 4.8. I've rejected it, and he's gone, no, I'm going to use my big club release clause. So I've offered a contract. I've offered the maximum money we can, try and get him. I've ramped his price up to what the max. I should have done that before, really, to be honest. But I've ramped it up to the max. So hopefully, when the tribunal comes along, goes, well, you've offered 4.8, but he's worth nearly 20. Hopefully, they'll boost it up a bit more. If they go under 4.8, I am going to be absolutely fuming. But we're probably going to see that in a minute. Mariuson, we're still trying to tie up. I don't think Betis is going to be able to trigger it. Maybe they can, because they are actually bigger than us in Spain. So let's pop Nuno back in the team. And Favour's back in. Let's not forget that. We've missed him. A lot of our results, which is we're going to talk about now, have kind of been down to him being missing, I think. So we had Valladolid. We got absolutely thumped 3-0 in this game. I don't even know what happened in this game. We just got battered. Not a 3-0 game, but in terms of goals scored, battered. But not a fair result. Merida 4-2. Again, we probably should have done better in this game than we did. We did put Ian Wright's regen up front. Got a goal. Weir got a goal again. I'm clicking on the wrong person there. So he's back in the goals. They got 2 as well. Biagini, I think he had 2 disallowed as well. So it could have been closer, but we felt like we dominated the match. Yes, we did. So the scoreline does not reflect the game at all, but they just seem to score every chance they get. In between one of these games as well, obviously we saw England not qualify for the World Cup or even the playoffs. They sacked Hoddle. They brought in Louis van Gaal from Barcelona. Unfortunately, we can't take the Barcelona job. I'm going to pop that on the screen now just for clarity, just so you can see. But the job's been filled now actually, but I couldn't apply for it, so I didn't, because I think it was September was our limit to apply for a new job. That would have been a perfect job to take. They've got about 10 million in the bank, some good players already, and we could have brought in some of our guys maybe as well. But they replaced him with Guillermo Amor. I think he's an attacking midfielder right on the game. In fact, let's have a quick look at him. He's a player manager. So we've got kind of the... he's already there, I think. And they actually sold him to Aston Villa and then brought him back as a player manager. I didn't realise that, but he's an attacking midfielder right centre. He's 34. But it's kind of the Pep story with Barcelona coming into play a bit earlier than expected. He hadn't done too much for Villa, really. But Barcelona brought him back, and yeah, fair enough. We mentioned Palmer bidding for the postman. He's going first class by the looks of it, but hopefully our contract or that transfer offer at least mean we get something for it. And then I played the Bromby game. I didn't have time when I got to it. I was like, I just wanted to get to the Northern Ireland game to do it because I knew I was going to have a small window to record anything, and then it's going to be a big break. So I wanted to finish the episode. If I had to do the Bromby game, I probably wouldn't have had time to do the Ireland game as well. So I thought, we'll just do the 2 episodes today. It's still going to be 20 odd minutes. But yeah, Bromby 3-0 through. Petitziol came in eventually. Might be the tonic for that second striker role at the moment. Take the pressure off Changi. Changi did actually get one as well. He likes scored in Europe. And it was a comfortable 3-0 win for us. And our draw, like I said earlier, was Atletico Madrid. I didn't mention it in the last episode because it's happened since. In the last game because it happened since. I knew it happened today, but I just couldn't remember if it was in the last game or not. It was obviously since. But we've got a lot of Atletico Madrid games. We've got Atletico Madrid. Playing them a lot. And obviously we get that run in as we know. So, familiar foe in the quarterfinals there. 2 legs quite close together, but not until March. So we've got about 3 months to worry about. We have to worry about that. So where are we coming back? I think we're coming back for this Atletico Madrid kind of run. There's 4 games there. We'll maybe try and do a 4-game episode. There will be a fair chunk to catch up on in that, but I feel like that's probably a good place to come back. Northern Ireland wise, we've got some friendlies coming up, I think, but they're nearer. We've got one in March against Wales. We've got April against Luxembourg, and then obviously we've got the June ones, which are right before the World Cup, Malta and Qatar. So obviously we'll do those and stuff, and the World Cup maybe in one episode, see how far we get, because the World Cup could literally just be 3 games for us. But with the draw we've got, I fancy our chances. Let's have a look at Japan, who they've got. I don't know if there's anyone here. Shinji Joe obviously goes on to play for Feyenoord. Quite a good player. I used to sign him on some of the old versions. Hasegawa rings a bell, but it might be another Hasegawa more recently. I'm not too sure. Nanami, Honda. No, I know it's not Kazuki Honda, is it? Kawaguchi, obviously, I think he played for Portsmouth in real life. I think he's quite good on this game, actually. His stats look okay in the right areas. not too sure. Sato, who was in there, I recognise as well. Sweden, we should know a bit more about. Is Tommy Svindal in there? He's not. He is someone I'm looking at bringing in, especially if we lose one of our midfielders or something. I might try and bring him in if he's interested. We are hopefully classed as a bigger club for him now. They've got Andreas Anderson, not very good. Goodmanson, I think he's done okay since he's left Liverpool. Oh, it's Blackburn, sorry. He's done okay since he left Blackburn. He's gone to Sunderland and banged a few goals in. I don't know if they're in the Championship or the League, what, Division 1 or the Premiership or what, I don't know. Larson's not really pulled up any trees since he's gone to Sociedad, so Nicholas Alexanderson, obviously, absolute legend. But he never actually seems to do too much when he stays at Sheffield Wednesday, and I've never actually got much out of him either. He's just one of those players that's a legend because he can play anywhere on the pitch. Great, but if he's not playing well, I mean, let me know in the comments down below. Have you ever got anything out of him? Because I certainly haven't. Bjorklund, I think I signed him recently somewhere. Was it a different save maybe? Hedman, we know about obviously. Ben Anderson, Tenerife, great goalkeeper. I'm not sure who is their number one. Gunnarsson is their number one. I mean, he looks pretty good. Let's pop him on the shortlist so we can add him to our little spreadsheet. No one else there too much. And Mexico we want to look at as well. They've got Jorge Campos. He won't retire before the World Cup. He might retire during it, maybe. I don't know. It'll be interesting to see if he goes back into their squad. He shouldn't do. Alberto Marshall, sort of half Spanish, half Scottish centre back. Okay. They got Navarro. Don't think I recognise him. Garcia Aspe. I recognise him. He's a good winger to sign, actually. He's a bit older when you start the game, but he gets some mad stats. You can get mixed results with him. But Lewis, okay. So good they named him twice. He's got to be a regen, surely. Let's add him in, because he could be an interesting signing somewhere along the line. And Gutierrez, oh, he looks pretty handy as well. Maximum 16, of course we have. I'll have a look at that in a minute. And add him in, because I want to add him to my potential shortlist for whoever we take on next. But that's the opponents, that's the draw, that's the World Cup. And hopefully, I've just got back from my run, so my heart rate's already quite high, but hopefully now it can come down a little bit. Until next time, if you enjoyed today's episode, drop a like down below, drop a sub, hit that thumbs up, all that good stuff. And until next time for what I think will be the UEFA Cup quarterfinals against Atletico Madrid, I will see you next time. Take care. Goodbye.